call me Tiger Woods. When I hit the scene, been riding with this pieces on 14. Now that's some G off in my swag. Watch me gleam when I lean out with this beam. I'm mad, spinning through like Mike Jack. I'm bad, full spread, nothing but that black flag. You say you're gangsta, some G off in the swag. Tipping toes, that's how I rise through the hood. They know I got that purple, they call me Tiger Woods. Still in the struggle, nigga, but it's all good. I don't fuck with these niggas when they ain't hood. Stage posted in the cut like a G should. Stage twisting up that perk like a G should. Of course I heard all that, smoke a little perk of that. If that OG cuss ain't working money, Mac can murder that. It's the biggest store, I bring the biggest pain. The range, the ring-a-tang, top in a big flame. Send your family through the biggest pain. Now who the fuck want a gangbang? Straight G, love to ride clean. They call me Tiger Woods when I hit the scene. Been riding with this pieces on 14. Now there's some G off in my swag. Watch me gleam when I lean out with this beam. I'm mad, spinning through like Mike Jack. I'm bad, thug spread, nothing but that black flag. You say you're gangsta, some G off in the swag. I'm Big G. I love to ride clean. Call me Gang Gorilla. When I hit the scene, I've been riding with the heat since I was 14. There's some G off in my swag. All I wanna do is get money, nigga. G up in my swag, I'm more than 100, nigga. I'm reppin' Birmingham, Alabama. GM, my real niggas in the slammer. And yeah, we gang bang with this tattoo. I had a motherfucking gangsters right behind you. The first day of summer, yeah, this shit hot. You coming with it, little nigga, we bringin' what we got. Ain't a big Illuminati, shit, we outlaw. We straight G's over here, we ball without a ball. Someone with a scream fall, run through it all. We building shit over here that will never fall. That rolling no ticker, tell you what time it is. Chopper on the seat, show you what my iron is. And you don't wanna feel the heat, nigga, fuck no. Don't fuck around and get broke off for fucking with a bow. Your bitch love me, she love the way I cheat. We got you cooped up in the house while we run the streets. That's how real niggas do it. We run through it, we get the money and be out. Straight through it, I'm Big G. I love to ride clean. Call me Gang Gorilla when I hit the scene. And I've been riding with the heat since I was 14. Now that's some G out in my swag. Watch me clean when I lean out with the chopper. I'm mad the way I chop up the body, nigga. I'm bad. Yeah, ain't no spraying them but black flag. You say you gangsta, put some G out in your swag. Bitch, make it do what it do. One false move, we all gon' shoot. All I'm trying to do is sip on this little brew. Open up my perp sack and smoke a blunt or two. Poppin' no bitch, make it do what it do. We all gon' shoot. What y'all gon' do? Thought so, bow down to a king, bitch. You just a PR, riding on this king's dick. Throwing a trill, nigga. Straight G, man. Look at that G off in my swag, nigga. Nuts hang in the trap. My nigga still slang cane. I'm a cricket letter, nigga, with a straight A. Can't fade up, you niggas be some straight hater. From the bottom of the pit, nigga straight hater. Check my flavor, sour apple now and later. Jolly Rancher swag sitting on them lightsabers. Love to ride clean, they call me Tiger Woods. When I hit the scene, been riding with this pieces on 14. Now there's some G off in my swag. Watch me clean. I'm Big G. I love to ride clean. Call me Gang Gorilla when I hit the scene. And I've been riding with the heat.
Gator Pick Illuminati, head boss. I claim that shit cause I'm so Illuminati. Shout out to goddamn Prodigy. Gotta throw Nas in there before they fucked him around. Pop. Illuminati shit. We kill Illuminati, man. We ain't got time for that whole shit. Like all these contracts, these niggas just look at finesse. Niggas just got them fucked up. Damn what I come to talk about. Illuminati shit to the death, nigga. That's what I'm on. The truth in this world, that's what the fuck I'm on. Now I can't directly tie these people to doing what they did to Africans in the South and us in the West. When you add it up, first thing you gotta do is put that earth cross on the table. You gotta walk up to your kitchen table like you got there on the world, nigga. You gotta make a circle in that circle because you looking at a top view of this shit. You gotta go to war in your mind with these hoes to get your motherfucking mind back, bro. You get that motherfucking oblong table and draw that circle and draw a cross in between it and know it's 4 sections to this circle that they call the world. North, east, west, south. The west and the south are melanated beings, and this is where most of all the world's resources lies at. The north and the east is mostly mountainous ranges. No, black people want all over the world and all this shit. People got their rightful indigenous areas where their life came into being at upon this earth, bro. Now, not only do the dragon control the beast controlled us. You know we are in the belly of the beast. Who is the beast? The Neanderthal. They take these names, they want to change and diversify themselves and be the same. Let me tell y'all something, man. The landmass never changes. The names do. The landmass never change, but the names do. Know that. Oh, now they got these such and such, all these different names, and now they the Vikings, now they barbarian, now they Roman, now they the Greek, now they the Israelite, now they all this shit. The landmass don't change. The names do. Why niggas ain't diversified like these motherfuckers diversifying themselves and running from this truth? The magnetic poles went to running. It shouldn't be nothing but, man, you know what I mean? Magnetic poles, they got to try to keep up with the lie of the globe, bro. A lie is always gonna have to add some more shit, change it. Nigga, you can't even remember they gotta record all this shit because they gonna forget they damn self. Now the Mongo is responsible for this gunpowder. Man, when a nigga put a gun in your face, nigga, you is what they call defenseless. Only thing you can think about, well, I'm finna go out like a bitch, I'm gonna go out like a soldier. I'm gonna attack this motherfucker and take this bullet, I'm gonna beg for my life. But either way, nigga, you defenseless. This shit was plotted and planned like a motherfucker. And you got the plugs sitting behind the scenes. And motherfuckers unconsciously loving this motherfucking dragon, bro. The Draco constellation. Fuck it. Have it. The Draco, have it. Fuck the dragon. Man, we been made to love these motherfuckers. They gave us King Kong and Godzilla. Nigga want to take karate class and be kung fu. When I was coming up, my nigga, fucking with that rap shit. I can't answer the phone. When I was fucking with that rap shit, man. Bitch, you not finna stay stuck. Yo, my nigga, when I was coming up, listen to this rap shit up out of New York, and I'm from the South, so I'm like, damn, that nigga know a lot of shit. You know, I was Christian, I was Baptist. Man, these motherfuckers gonna play me like this, huh? Man, get the fuck off my motherfucking phone. The fuck off my phone. Damn. Man, I'm listening to these niggas, these 5% ass niggas, Wu-Tang, all these niggas, KRS. I'm like, them New York niggas, they be on it. They be on it. Yeah, they be on it, all right. I guess because they were East Coast, they were so into the East, they ain't give a fuck about going to the East. Fuck the East, nigga. You the opposite of who, the motherfucker that hates you, opposite of him. We the West. We the Western Plateau, man. And they fucked them Africans around, but that ain't my business. I'm showing how they took the oil field from the Africans. And this how they started gaining a whole lot of power with that gunpowder shit, bro. Then later on came and gave you the rockets. They behind the scene running the whole script the whole time. Fake nuclear weapons, fake nuclear bombs. They done got so raw with it now to the world believe everything they say now. So if you ain't outside the box looking in that bitch, you ain't gonna see this shit. But these Mongols running this world, bro, on some animation type shit. All the Tartarian giant shit, showing nigga them big ass giants walking. The technology you using, AI, this AI shit you using now, man, they had that shit years ago and been tricking the world with this shit. That's how you gotta look at it, man. They been had this technology, bro. Then show you some goddamn film with a giant walking and shit. That shit, all that shit AI. The Tartarian mudslides and not, we shouldn't give a fuck about none of that. That ain't our world, that's their world. They done invaded our world and throwed us up here and said we spinning on a goddamn water ball and niggas can't leave it alone. And fed you every kind of religion it is, and the motherfucker behind the scene is this motherfucking Mongol, bro. Gunpowder weapons played a pivotal role in the colonization of African and the enforcement of the transatlantic slave trade. Nigga, you getting your head blowed off, you lined up and niggas blowing your motherfucking head off. I'ma believe in whatever the fuck they say. Go out like a soldier. I'll beg for your life. They can ask a nigga if the sky orange. You line 10 niggas up and put them motherfucking pistols in their face and say, nigga, is the sky orange or blue? And the nigga say blue, bow, blow his brains out. Bitch, it's orange. Go to the next nigga. It's the second nigga. Nigga, the sky blue or orange, nigga. Sky orange? No, sir, it's blue. Bow, blow his head out. By the time you get to the fourth, fifth nigga, them niggas gonna be saying the sky orange, bro. The color blue gonna be orange at the end of the day. Or you won't be living on this earth no more. That's how you make a motherfucker believe and get in line. Those are called getting order. What order they putting down? They putting down a hell of an order right here. And they behind the scenes because they the plug giving the weapons out as they come in control to come get the resources, the power from the people who got it. Sitting way back. Japan think they slick as hell. Ain't nowhere in the fuck Japan and China is not some kind of way related or something. Look at them people, man. But they try to keep themselves. Man, these same fucking people, man. These same fucking people, man. So I'm telling you, my nigga, they been running this script so long. Fuck the space script for right now. They was the motherfucking behind the scenes supplying the motherfucking ammo. Man, nigga can't beat no nigga with no Zulu motherfucking spear. against motherfucking gunpowder. This how the niggas ain't weak and soft. I'm like, how the fuck we was so soft to let these bitches take our shit? I be like, my nigga, I be mad because I ain't get a chance to fight for my shit. I be telling y'all, man, goddamn, my main thing, damn, I ain't get a chance to fight for my shit. Haile Selassie up there stepping down, telling him that he can fuck over his people. Nigga, they ain't had no God, no motherfucking king go out there. You gotta kill me by this shit. You can't come up here to my raping my little sisters and my mamas and shit and thinking I'm finna be so, man, fuck you, bitch. You gotta keep, man, you gotta kill us, dog. You crazy as fuck. I'm like, how the fuck these hoes get the power to come in on us and handle us like this, bro? It was that gunpowder, bro. And the Mongolians goddamn supplied that, bro. Talking about a motherfucking silk. I'm just on popping today, man. I'm just on brainstorming because I've been seeing the whole play, but now I'm really seeing the whole play. The Mongolian Empire conquered and ruled the exact same land where Sumer and Mesopotamia once set. All that shit, the names just changed and changed and changed. These the same people, bro. While they started thousands of miles apart, the Mongols expanded their borders until they controlled nearly the entire Middle East. So why the fuck is it a racial slur or all this other shit when you say Mongolian today? Running from this truth, running from their history, running from what they have done and put upon this world, my nigga. And these the people you go to work for every day and pay taxes to on a debt that will never be repaid for some shit that I can prove to you is fake as fuck. And they up. Nigga, we living in an animated world. AI done took over this bitch now. They had a land called AI in the goddamn Bible. I'm starting to think, goddamn, how many motherfucking light years they're ahead of a motherfucker, bro. When Abraham and Lot separated, his nephew, he said, well, you go on that way, I'm gonna go this way. One of them lands was named AI. He went to a land called AI, bro. I don't believe in coincidences, man. I really don't. Both civilizations occupy regions between the Tigris and the Euphrates River. Man, y'all don't remember everything about the Persian Gulf, the Persian Gulf. These people are Persians, bro. All these people are Persians. All these people are Mongoloids, bro. And they mix with the North. The North is the Neanderthal. But they don't want you to break it down. How you gonna break it down and learn true history if you don't call it what it is? If you don't call a spade a spade. You gotta keep getting along with what the fuck they say politically correct. Man, fuck politics and politicians. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Them motherfuckers own, that's the whole empire right there. Then they split into four. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go down and break each one of these motherfucking four up and let you know they still the same people, same mindset, and all that shit. Eastern Europe. The Western Europeans, that's when you're gonna goddamn go back off into Germany. See you had Rus. When they started the European countries, it was Spain. Y'all act like Italians is something different. Italy is something different from all these people the same. You had Spain, France, Germany, then you had Sweden. And right there next door to Sweden was a place called Rus. That was Russia. So how did Russia become a nominee for the Mongol? How do Russia, the Khazars, all them Kazakhstan, Turkestan, Turkestan, all them stands mean mountains. How do Russia become from right next door to Germany to owning all that land mass over China and all that shit? How did they go up in there and do that shit? I used to ask a question all the time, what happened to them Soviets, bro? It's some of them hoes throwing rocks high and they didn't get out of there. Then it become the USSR. The Soviets, the USSR. And now we just call all that shit Russia. Same landmass. Same people. Same intent to rule and power over people. They took nature's sun and put it on a silk flag and ran your cosmology down to you in a way that you ain't got no other choice but to run with what they say, believe what they say. I'm gonna take each one of these motherfucking sections and I'm gonna modern times see who these people are. Because I told you, all these people are the same people. And you see Western Europe, see that's west. You see east, and Western Europe, when the divide right there, that's when that becomes the west. See? Them the Norse. The Norse coming from the west. That's why Alexander the Great came from the west, but he came from the north. See? And see, all them ancient years, these people been up there. They call them nomads or whatever. What they been doing? I know they been fucking and fucking and sucking and eating, and they been up there, they ain't got shit to eat. They don't know nothing but kill animals. That's what my nigga call them hunter-gatherers. They don't know how to grow. They don't know how to grow food. They don't know how to grow life. Life sustain life. People eat vegetables and fruits and, you know what I'm saying? The earth will sustain you, man. Them motherfuckers come from over there in the north. It's what we call the beast. In the United States of America, y'all ain't never heard the term, we're in the belly of the beast, because on their map, we sit right underneath them. They call it the belly, because that's who run the United States of America, but they don't run shit. They the dumbest species out this bitch, and we listen and believe them. They took the white man and put him in front of the sun. And said, it's the light of the world right here. He ain't lighting nothing up. The sun lighted up. Now our ancestors knew how to interact with nature and love that sun like we supposed to. The sun do it all, man, and that's the soul. And that's what your melanated soul connected to, that sun. Can't tell me what dark matter is and all this old bull. Y'all know exactly what this shit is. Japanese scientists run this bitch. The Chinese feed off what the Japanese do. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Whatever the Japanese say it is, that's what's going on. That Vermonter shit, that shit bullshit. They ain't levitating. They ain't got no magic carpet ride. And you know they the ones wrote all this shit in they synagogues. They wrote all this shit. They told you their oral traditions. They trying to sit up and think of how they gonna take over the resources that we possess on this side of the earth. The West and the South. The Americas and Africa. The Americas and Africa. You can see Mount Sinai right there. So guess what? When you go across Mount Sinai, guess what? Israel, Palestine, all that shit, they part of this. They the same people. Persian Gulf. We used to go to the Persian Gulf and fight like a motherfucker. And they finally had to go ahead and take Iraq because too in the question was being raised biblically about where are the remains of all these people that's supposed to be associated with the people bodies that you're finding and digging up. Why you say that? Because they say all of them is buried in Mesopotamia. In the Bible, they call it Ur. You are. They done made laws that you can't ask nothing about it, none of that shit. Because you ain't gonna never find the bodies of these people. And if these people are who they say they are, why they didn't have proper burials for their own kind? But they desecrate the graves of the ancestors over there in Africa. Them ain't my ancestors. I come from the West, my bloodline in the West. They should have pyramids all over Africa, but they don't. But we got mounds all over the Americas. I told you I just learned about Siggers. The Siggers, I got to go in there and study that shit. Now, this the cross that sits in Orion's belt that the great feet they had over there with Khufu in Egypt. Them 3 pyramids supposed to be lined up with Orion's belt, right? The blueprint, the mounds lined up the same way, according to Orion and the Siggers. They let you know your bloodline went over there. Egypt was taken over by these European-ass people. A European is a mixture between that north and that motherfucking east. Them the babies, look at that. Iraq, Iran, all that shit, all the way over to India. They had all this shit. But you can't call them Mongol. Now they don't want to be Mongoloids no more. They trying to get rid of the phenotypes so the babies won't be able to study what you know. So it's your job to let the babies know what you know. Because it's their job to keep on fucking you around, and falsely educating you with dumb shit, changing shit, watching shit. Why wouldn't the Eskimo want to be called an Eskimo no more? The Eskimo accomplished a great feat. He helped the Neanderthal get to this so-called North Pole that they created right in what they call the center. And they can't get rid of that spot because I ain't gonna let them. This is where you start creating that North Pole shit right here in the center of this bitch. Then put a sheet of ice over Greenland. All this shit. Then when it become global, you raise this shit up. Animate it. Raise the center of it up so to come to the top in a spherical shape. And say now the pole is up here. Not chasing some more. And then you tilt the bitch further into the east. 2 magnetic poles. Magnetic. Man, our people levitated those stones. We was a real stone. We was fucking with them stones heavy. And there's life inside of the mountains, bro. They came over, they still busting up mountains right now to this day, getting the resources. The graphite. All the graphite goes to China to be processed. How these motherfuckers getting all the graphite, which they created the gravity shit out of, because that graphite is how they was levitating those stones and sending them into place. And we also had laser technology that ended up out here in this east. And I knew that before I went to prison, bro. I said, man, them old got that technology out there. I made up my mind. I said, man, folk levitated them bricks. I used to say, Dad, how you wrap? I said, you gonna wrap a coil around that shit and make it magnetic. I knew it was some kind of way they were moving the stone without just pure manpower, bro. And they fed me a story about Eskimos and Indians, igloos and teepees. Now, man, they cheering on nothing about that shit. They cheering on nothing about that shit. This shit crazy, bro. Add some motherfucker. Add a motherfucker. Add a motherfucker. I got a screenshot. I might go get it. Had a screenshot where I was fucking with Gemini. I said, man, explain to me acoustic levitation. See, but vibrations, acoustic sound, blackness and all that shit. Your energy, your melanated energy. They hate you because your energy going right back up to them heavens. Your energy going right back where it came from. I done got that looked up so much shit last night. That screenshot I had to go get it. The bitch gonna tell me, well, yeah, I always got to put that gravitational force in there and force that shit on you. I said, man, I don't want to hear nothing about no damn gravity. Tell me how this shit work for real. Fuck that gravity shit. That bitch came right through there and gave me the real definition of how acoustic levitation work. And he used the term buoyancy, weight, air pockets. He used the real terms without using gravity. If gravity was such a force, he shouldn't be able to explain it without using gravity. Ain't no such thing as gravity, bro. The apple fell from the tree because it weighs something. Every teacher in all these classrooms stood right in front of the classroom and told you how the world know and how the world understand that gravity exists. Now I bet you, all y'all, if y'all go back and think in your head, how did they convince us that gravity existed? Because things fall to the earth. They'll ball up a piece of paper and hold it up in the sky and say, this class, and they was told to do this. They work for somebody. This class is how the world understands that gravity works. And just drop some and it drop down to the floor. Oh, there's gravity? Yeah, gravity is what hold you down to the ground. And why things fall to the earth. Gravity. Nigga fall to the earth because it weighs something. That's weight. There ain't no damn gravitational pulling on shit. If everything pulling to the center, that means your boat is riding upside down, sideways, and all this other shit. And it's time out. Man, y'all better let these children know who the fuck they is, man, and what they real fight is. Their mind. We don't know nothing, but put the baby in front of the cartoon, right in front of the TV, and they just regular feeding. We say these things, but we don't ever break the curse, though. I don't watch TV. I really don't. Every now and then get a little glimpse of what's going on, or I don't fuck with that shit. Because the world ain't play. The world beating our ass for real. We supposed to be got there having generational wealth like everybody else. We supposed to have more generational wealth than everybody. We got the resources. The Khans were powerful rulers in Mongol Empire, a lineage of nomadic warriors from Central Asia. All this shit over there is Asia. And the original Asians are Oriental. That's why Orient mean East. Them niggas in New York rapping all that shit and that Wu-Tang shit, all that 5% shit, send a nigga to the East. Nigga, we ain't came from no motherfucking East, nigga. I'm representing this West. I'm representing these mounds, nigga. I'm representing this coke. I'm representing this corn. I'm representing this sugar cane. I'm representing these fruit trees. I'm representing the garden. I'm representing the motherfucking garden. Y'all quick to holler the Garden of Eden. What God showed you the garden was at? Who feeding the motherfuckers? Now they done got all the natural seeds and locked these hoes up. How the fuck Alaska way on the other end up over Canada and it's a Bering Strait that separate? That shit bullshit. Fuck the strait. It's supposed to separate Russia from Alaska. The only way you can do it is if you curve it around on a flat disc. You can't wrap it around the back of the ball. You should be able to go from the Persian Gulf, the Indian Ocean, the Persian Gulf, and make a trip and go around the back side of this goddamn ball. They can't do it. Only way they do it is in your mind. False calculations and all kind of shit. All that shit fake, man. Our ancestors said this motherfucker was flat, and our ancestors ran the highways. The highways back then was the rivers, bro. I'm going to trace this Nile next. Because they got to keep running right back down into Mississippi. They can't get rid of Mississippi because it sits on the Nile. Yeah, the Nile River. My nigga was on that bitch explaining the real name of the Nile River. The snake people, Naha, Naichi, all that shit. Man, that boy without goddamn, we know the truth now. And that nigga the motherfucking truth, but he still believe we on a fucking planet. And he busting that shit up as he go. And once he realized, man, we ain't on no planet, they lie about that. That shit came from them Greeks, bro. That shit came from them Greeks, bro. We ain't listening to nothing they gotta say, bro. Our ancestors said this bitch was flat. It was a 3-tier cosmology. Heaven, earth, on the ground. That's it. Controlled the massive Silk Road, the massive ancient network of trade routes, and connected the East and the West for centuries. What they trade? China got some goddamn dishes, some sauce, some little saucers and coffee cups. China, they got some little coffee cups and little plates and shit. The fuck they got? What the fuck they trade? A sword, some dog meat. What they trade? Where the resources coming from, bro? The Silk Road saw exchange of luxury goods, agricultural products. Agriculture? What agricultural products y'all motherfuckers got going on? And livestock across Eurasia. European and Asia. Europe and Asia. Eurasia. It's the whole landmass. The European sits in the center of this bitch, and then on the other side you got the north. So the northeast, that's the connection. Northeast connection. And we can use it up top because y'all ain't gonna get it if I lay it flat. Yeah, the top left of the globe, the map, how you look at it, the top left, that's the north. And you looking at the east. So up under the east will be the south. And up under the north will be the west. It's so simple. This shit's simple. But what the fuck is they trading, bro? While China provided high demand exports, the trade network eventually connected to global routes that influence regions like the Mississippi River Valley for centuries later. The fuck y'all taught us something? Now they didn't put influence on the niggas who got it. You put influence, you to influence me to goddamn betray. You put in, man, we were getting y'all shit. And it was making it out far east, and them motherfuckers control it. They the plug. We gonna figure out a way. These motherfucking Japs, it's the truth. The true devils, the true serpent, because they are the dragon, and the dragon is the serpent. The Draco constellation don't come back for every 7,000 years, and when they line up, you can pierce the dragon. Need to pierce his ass, because he the serpent. And he the one that gave the beast, the Neanderthal, the authority over you, and you praised him for it. And he leads you off into wonder. What is wonder? The ultimate wonderland is space. And we walk around this bitch spaced out. You call yourself a god, you gotta wake your mind up and know why. What agriculture, man? Agriculture started in the Americas. Them niggas was praising the fruit a nigga was getting their ass. Niggas out there eating each other up. Fucking animals and eating each other. That's what they was doing in ancient times. When they say they had oral traditions. Oral traditions, my ass, y'all was out there fighting and eating each other up and wasn't even giving each other burials. Y'all lay right there and just eat the motherfucker till he's thinking, put them up on some motherfucking rocks. Y'all got a nigga fucked up. Silk proclaimed China tea, paper, and gunpowder. Now there we go. That's what they had, nigga. China came up with that gunpowder. And them Europeans came and laid it down upon them Africans and upon us in the West with their gunplay. With their gunplay. And then after that, they went to the rocket game. The only thing that was real was that goddamn gun. That's how they got power, was, bro. That gunplay. We became defenseless to their weaponry, bro. Horses, camels, glassware, and furs. Killing animals for the furs. They love the furs today. Okay. But what spices and cinnamons did India have? I really don't give a fuck about what the fuck they got going on. I know we came at this motherfucker. It was trade or giving, sharing our resources. And we got fucked over. Got wrote all the way out of history and then got wrote out of biblical history. The Bible ain't gonna come to years later. And the Greeks gonna write that shit. I mean, the Greeks gonna write that book. Excuse me, y'all. I ain't trying to be disrespectful. The Greeks gonna write that book. That's why it was called the Biblos. But they had to write it off our shit. No, they ain't write shit. They wrote it how they want to write. You got to go see what your ancestors were saying. Soulfully understand what your ancestors were saying. These people wiggle their way into writing themselves into your history. And then they were talking about, you know they wrote the shit, they even went in that bitch and said King Solomon had a goddamn 60 mile square carpet that he can levitate and float. So they know what you were doing. That's why they thought y'all was gods. That's why they thought you had special powers and shit. No, you was just in tune with nature with that graphite. Now all the resources for the graphite, China the middleman for that, but the resources coming from over here. And China process all of it. Probably process it all up right here on your land. They ain't sending it to China, but they own all the shit over here. And they still right around here right now today, busting up these mountains, busting up them rocks, and getting the resources and shit up out them holes. In real life. That what the fuck going on. That what the fuck going on. That what the fuck is going on. That what the fuck going on. I rather just come and show y'all that gunpowder. The Mississippi Connection in North America, ancient trade network like the Hopewell and Mississippian system mirrored the Silk Road's complexity. Native inhabitants traded copper, marine shells, obsidian. And I've been telling y'all about that obsidian and flint along the Mississippi River connecting the Gulf Coast to the Great Lakes. Obsidian, blue obsidian. This shit crazy, bro. Bill. Migration theory suggests people reached the Americas by crossing the Bering Strait. Beringia. I ain't never heard about this Beringia shit till I got out of prison. I've been studying the Bering Strait all this time. Now he says a Beringia to connect all the land masses on one side of a water ball, all the weight on one side of this bitch. But y'all miraculously believe all this shit these people say. Before the continents even separated, there was the Bering That's Bering. The land bridge. Gotta have an excuse of how they got over here and got to your shit. This the history they gonna give you. A landmass that once connected Siberia to Alaska. During the land ice age. With the ice cracked on. But it's the Anian Strait. It's the Anian Strait. It's the Ainu, animated strait. I don't believe nothing you say no more now. Cause y'all play with these mouths too. Now I don't believe shit you say now. I'm that type nigga. Fuck you. I just want you off my shit. I just want you to understand that I understand who the fuck I am. And I want my generational wealth out of this shit. I know I might not ever get it, but I want my will to want it to run through my bloodline. I want them to know the truth. So the fight won't never die. Bitch, you can't kill my fight. You gotta keep killing us, bitch. You gotta keep killing us. I don't want to get along. I don't even want to give you respect no more. But I can respect anybody, but bitch, I need mine. I want my inheritance. That's what y'all over there fighting for. That's what y'all so-called over there fighting for in Palestine. The inheritance ain't. The inheritance of Abraham. Ishmael fighting against Isaac. Just go on, break it down to the smaller turn. I got time to deal with all the, and they did this and they did that. They took the word, bitch. Israel, y'all motherfucker fighting over the inheritance of motherfucking Isaac and Ishmael. A story that has been proven to be allegory. This is a crazy world. I gotta go play that G. In this crazy world, it's a crazy world. I gotta play that G. I'm just chilling though. Others argue for coastal migration by boat along the Pacific shoreline or even trans-ocean voyages. Ancient trade networks eventually spread goods and cultural names across the continent through river systems like the Mississippi. And why all those Egyptian that man just found Khufu grandson or somebody over here in one of these mountains, bro. Them people told y'all that their ancestors, the people that was helping them did all the shit, the gods came from over here in this west. I'm gonna trace that Nile River today in a real way. I always said I was gonna do it, but I never did. Look it up. Look it up. All these people the same people, they want you to think that's just Japan over there. I think Japan got their high in their location on this map on the roof, because they the root to all this shit. You go to work every day and these whole cutting taxes out your shit, and the debt then grow up to goddamn over $1 trillion. And you don't think you're an indentured servant. I be looking at these niggas, man. I be thinking these niggas be me, man. I go to talking to these niggas, all these niggas foreign as hell around this whole man. Now I see one homegirl, you be talking about these foreign. Why she be talking like that? I see where she was coming from with this shit. And the motherfuckers looking like you. Shit crazy, bro. Russia. I keep telling that bitch to show me Russia on the map. He'll show me that. I'm saying show it to him on the map. He want what Russia? He ain't put Russian name on that bitch yet. I mean, we play all the time. That's my best friend, man, the goddamn Gemini. I'm asking this man, show me Russia on the map. You got China up there, Mongolia. So that probably Russia up there, that top part. Why he ain't put Russian name on it? Iran, Pakistan, all that shit. Got Japan on this bitch, but you ain't showing me Russia. Yeah, you showing me Russia. I said show it to me on the map, man. We finna get to the meat and potatoes of this Bering Strait, Anian Strait, all this animated ass bullshit y'all to put out here in that world, man, to fit y'all narrative to take over the world. Coracles. I don't give a fuck about that. The Khazars were a Turkish people But Russians are Khazarian Jews. I thought I might not know what I'm talking about. I gotta reevaluate all my shit. But I'm stay on y'all ass though. Cause y'all bitches fake that space shit, fake that nuclear weapon shit, but y'all ain't fake that gunpowder. Y'all ain't directly putting them motherfuckers on our ass, but you gave them motherfuckers the ammunition to come get them resources, and y'all using all them resources, all that oil that they took out of there. Let me show you. Let me show you something. You see right there where that shit said Arabia? Coming from Alexandria, they ain't named it Alexandria. They know fucking Alexandria, Egypt. They just took that. The white boy came in and got it now. And I don't give a fuck about you having it now, because guess what? They got Arabia. They got Arabia. Australia should be sitting down off of him somewhere, but it's up there. Y'all better pay attention to this shit. Australia should be sitting coming through India, around up under that bitch. They should be sitting up under there somewhere, but they get them hold. You see Arabia right there? That's what they were coming to get. That shit belongs to Ethiopia. That's the Red Sea. That's the Horn. That's a massive oil field right there. Massive. That's why you don't see no motherfucking Arabians living down. You don't see they start trying to fake you out now that they down off in that bitch. Man, that whole shit oil field. That's why they live around the outskirts of that bitch. So the Mongolians, they took that the Mongol Empire, they separated into 4 fractions. They still the same motherfuckers. They still the same motherfuckers. So you got all these people that want to keep war and worshiping God of war and got the war, and this is what Jesus would do, a war like a motherfucking war that's going against nature. That we was children of the sun. We respected nature. We know the sun to be God. And to feed people. But now it's war. And they the same goddamn people. What they got to do with you? Got a nigga trying to find the East all these years, trying to find out what's so important about the East, Wu and Wu-Tang and all this shit. Talking about the motherfucking East and the East eating our ass up. The East controlling the beast, and nigga, y'all mind fucked up. Y'all gotta learn about this West, bro. Learn how to go trace your motherfucking lineage and let these people know you want your piece of your inheritance on this earth. At least go out knowing. It was once upon a time we were faking and knew them whole were lying. I don't know when it stopped, but it happened in my lifetime. Man, we ain't never believed what these folk were saying. Play the role, get a job. Oh yes, sir, okay, be blessed in here. Play the role. But some kind of way y'all niggas start believing these hoes for real. These the same motherfuckers who enslaved you, man. Oh, he talking about that slavery, racist shit. No, I'm talking about the truth. I'm talking about the truth. Nigga, we deserve generational wealth just like they cheering getting generational wealth. And generational wealth lies within the land. They done took the land, bro. And now, goddamn, I come to find out that this Mongolian, the one come with the gunplay from behind the scenes. From behind the scenes. From behind the motherfucking scene. Although they say they got that in the Middle East and Rome, gold, silver, wood, and olive oil. Oh yeah, I ain't gonna get into it. You know, I'm asking this motherfucker about Russia. You dig? He won't even put Russia on the hoe. Cause he know where I'm headed. I want to see how, now let's wrap it around this globe. Cause you gotta make Russia and Alaska meet up at this Bering Strait. On this flat map. You got to make Russia and Alaska be 8 miles apart. Now they done scratched that to 55 miles. I said, yeah, that's damn, he hoe hitting at me. And I know that she used to be 8 miles, now 55. He hitting at me, I'm 55. Fuck me up. Do it right. If Russia is not where Rus used to be, they done expanded. Now Russia sit up over China. It's all over there. The land masses must be in a circle, like the map say. Gotta be for the Bering Strait to even exist, but it's flat though. Cause now you gotta wrap all this shit you saying around the backside of a huge, humongous water ball that don't exist. See? 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 Now you gotta make Russia wrap around the back of the water that you never shows the back of the water. You never shows the bottom view where Admiral Byrd supposed to flew over the South Pole. Now you gotta fly under this hole. You gotta fly under this hole, and we want footage. Y'all show us all this animated ass shit, but you can't show y'all niggas can't do it. Cause y'all been lying to the world. And these the corporates behind it, these fucking Mongolians. Running the world. And we got some kind of unfound respect for these motherfuckers. I don't know. I want this shit to start tasting nasty in your mouth. Fuck them. Fuck them. Because they behind all this shit. Ante up. Yeah, we gonna ante up on these bitches. I'm gonna ante up on these bitches. I'm gonna ante up on these bitches. Kazakhstan. With 32 sun rays soaring steep eagle. These motherfuckers still flying goddamn the damn phoenix on their flag. No, they were mythological. I was just brainstorming. I don't know what I was asking right there. Chinese alchemists invented gunpowder during the 9th century while searching for an elixir or immortality. By the mid-10th century, the Song dynasty began using fire drug for military purposes, such as fire arrows and prominent grenades. They said primitive grenades. Huh? So they invented them. They the motherfucker in the background. So where the European get it from? The Mongol, they daddy, and the Neanderthal, they mama. So Papa gave it to him, huh? And what I was saying about that oil field, when them Arabs, them so-called European Arabs, them UAE motherfuckers, United Arab of Egypt, the motherfucker that took over Egypt, fuck Alexander the Great. Them niggas ain't talking about shit. Y'all just leave them niggas over there in the water, make them think they came from whatever the fuck you say about them niggas. Getting them resources, take over that shit. Feed them a dinosaur or something. Make them believe anything. Just go there and put down on the edge. I'll see how we did these Africans. Y'all follow suit on that end. They had to get out of there because they was going to become extinct because they're the most recessive gene. They trying to change all this shit. Trying to change phenotypes, trying to change the words. You label people ass in this bitch, but it's who they are. These bitches came with that gunplay, boy, and these motherfuckers behind that. The leaders of technology. They tell you Genghis Khan goddamn bloodline went through all them motherfuckers. I asked that motherfucker, let me go find some of these other screenshots, because I asked that motherfucker, did them Europeans have Mongol and Neanderthal on them? Most all 9mm motherfucker got that Neanderthal gene in them, man. Them hoes recessive, but they got that Neanderthal up in their ass, and it travels. That gene travel with them. And of course, they're Mongol. See? The Northeast put themselves on top. You think you're looking up at them because you think it's a globe. You better lay their head down flat and know where these hoes located at for real. I'm gonna start pointing out real location. I had already started trying to do it when I be deep in thought, man. Open them goddamn mouths. I just be chilling though. Genghis Khan statue complex. Big ass statue. Look at them niggas. Look at them niggas. The fake nuclear bomb. Why they won't drop no more nukes? Why the United States of America got the greatest military, world's greatest military ever, and in debt to anybody? See, that shit don't make no sense. I'm trying to get out of debt, man. What we gonna do? What can we do to kill this debt, bro? Nah, that debt gonna grow forever, bitch. You know what's going on. Now go on back over there and fight and do what Israel say do and play your little biblical game, nigga. And by the way, I need another goddamn shipment. About motherfucking 5-6 more of them submarines. Bring me some of that goddamn sugar I put in my tea. Cause them ain't sugar cubes they putting in the China. That's my cocaine y'all putting them cocaine cubes, bitch. Ain't no shortage of cocaine over there, bitch. Fuck y'all get that cocaine from. So much you grow some cocaine in Taiwan, nigga. Now y'all nigga got me fucked up. Y'all nigga got me fucked up. Rus is often considered the land of Rus. Was located immediately to the east of Sweden, across the Baltic. That was Russia. That was Russia. So how Russia become this prominent ass place? Russia sat right next to Germany and Rus. Now it's all the way over there. See, I used to ask about them Soviets. Something about these folks ain't right, bro. So you got certain thing called like a nominee, not like a political nominee. You see a black motherfucker, a African motherfucker can sit back and own land masses and businesses and shit, but he put a face on it, and that face become the nominee. He might put a little white girl like named Wendy with some goddamn ribbons in her head. He might put her face on the bitch to run the bitch as the nominee, but back in the background, all that money and all that shit belongs to this nigga. See, that's the type nominee I'm talking about. How did Russia become a nominee for these Mongols? And they grant them all these lands. All this land. And then now they hide the Anian Strait and says the Bering Strait, the Anian Strait, to get your ass off this Annie. The prefix ANI will always take you back to these Japanese, and that Anian Strait is real as fuck, because that's where those Ainu people live at. I showed you how it overlapped when the motherfuckers made the map. They don't want you to goddamn get on their tail. But they don't give a fuck. They got so many puppets. Hey, they just sit back. They just sitting back running everything, man. We owe these folks $1.1 trillion, man. And you're going to go to work for the next 30 years, and they're going to be 1.7 trillion. Then your grandbaby going to be 2 point. It ain't going to never stop, nigga. If I can't pay a nigga back, man, I can't get there and get this shit out of me. Fuck, I ain't even pay you shit. Fuck it, man. Fuck me. We supposed to shut this system down, bro. All nigga gotta do is tap back into the earth. You can get you some water. You can plant you some seeds. You can sustain yourself. You can teach your people how to live, not primitive, but by nature. This is what they doing, controlling all the power. You come in and take the power source. And that's what they done. And them Arab and UAE motherfuckers, they cool, they all them the same people, all that oil they get up out that Axumite Empire, that landfill I'm trying to tell you about, most of that oil going to Japan. Everything going back to these Mongols. You think these folks had this type of power and just let it go? Split into 4 sections. So I'm gonna go and see what land masses in modern times lies within them 4 sections. And they're gonna be the same fucking people. I had a video I used to play when I was in prison. I said, watch how these land masses just keep changing names. Same land mass name just change. Depends on who child want to name shit, who want to, that shit crazy. The land mass don't change, the names do, man. They Swedish Viking named Rurik is credited for five. See what I'm saying? A Viking. So we may know he came out the north. Go back to their oldest writings, the Eddic, everything mythological. And we spinning in space with these old right here instead of goddamn trying to find great grandma. Instead of trying to find great grandma and uphold great grandma's name, the one who used to put that sass on your chest and heal your ass before a vaccine, the one who knew how to nourish and breastfeed and nourish a child, the one who had the green thumb, the agricultural thumb, the one who knew what it was about, nature. That he took the sun and demonized the sun, man. Though it was a republic of the Soviet Union until 1991. Kazakhstan, all this shit. All that shit ain't never goddamn mountain, man. And these folks goddamn took our goddamn resources like this, huh? The Islamic world, Mongol campaign against the Khwarizmi Empire and Abbasid introduced China siege engines and early gunpowder formulas to Persian and Arab engineers. So they gave the Arabs some of that firepower, AK-47s. AK-47s. And then I got films, man, when motherfuckers, African niggas against African niggas, but they got this motherfucking feds on their motherfucking head. Man, them moles, man, y'all moles ain't talking about, yeah, hey, little mo, man, y'all ain't talking about shit. And y'all bitches sitting in the west. The northwest tip of Africa sitting in the west, man, according to the Earth Cross. Gunpowder. These the whole come with the gunplay. India, gunpowder, gunplay. The Africans ain't got no gunplay. The niggas in the Americas ain't got no gunplay. This how they did it, y'all, with this gunplay. They just had bow down what they say bow down to. The Mongol Empire never reached the Americas and did not conquer Africa, while they successfully took over most of Asia and Eastern Europe. I know it. Gunpowder and horse archery, their expansion stopped at the borders of Western Europe. Yes, Japan first encountered gunpowder weaponry during the Mongol invasions of 1274 and 1281. That's around about the time a little bit going back to about 10 over the Christian Crusaders and all these militaries and shit forming and shit. That's Japan now, not China. They said they accredited China with inventing the gunpowder, hand grenades and all that shit. I think Japan is the elite of them motherfuckers. Japan really is the plug to all this shit. Cause how the fuck they gonna let them get trillions of dollars out of this business and China only get hundreds of millions? They all are Mongol. They Mongolians, my nigga. And I'm gonna keep saying, the fuck what they talking about, what that is. That right there, see, that little bit right there, see, that's them Arabs and them goddamn so-called Israelites and Palestinians. One a Jew and one a goddamn from the Islamic world. This is an Islamic Jewish war, man. This is a biblical war, man. And we live way over here across these waters, and our world is worried about what the fuck they got going on over there with a lame ass president. Man, this shit's so crazy. He's a fucking German. He shouldn't be the president of the United States. He's a dictator. He's a dictator. So he need to dictate his actions towards these Mongolians. We want a war with China. We want a war. And then they want to go play with North Korea all the time like they ain't finna do shit. We want to go to war with China and Japan, man. We want to go to war with the motherfuckers we in debt to. within this global economy. These fake fiat ass dollars. Your bitches been when it took the gold back up out of Fort Knox. Got to put that kind of shit out so them children understand. If you keep on saying that shit, mouth to ear, this oral tradition. Nigga, I'm gonna rob your ass and steal this. I'm gonna steal that shit. I'm gonna rob you like they did Fort Knox. Make sure you keep saying shit like that to your children so they'll be interested in what the fuck Fort Knox is. See, Fort Knox is where they came and took all the gold back that's supposed to bag up the American dollar, the economy. See, the money ain't worth shit because the gold ain't there. Nigga, we move around this motherfucker working for IOUs, nigga. The gold that's supposed to they're supposed to bag up. The money is supposed to be redeemable in gold. That's why they burnt up all those receipts. Y'all know that, right? All the gold reserves, they took it over to Switzerland. Took all that shit back over to Switzerland. They got all the gold down in the Vatican, Switzerland. See, this was the Western European and all this shit, that's British and all them motherfuckers. See, it stopped these because the Russian motherfuckers, they side with this Mongol shit. Same landmass, all that type shit, see? And when they came up with this global economy shit and this dollar, when they made this print press that started printing these dollar bills up, it was like they had two signatures on it. It's like a receipt that you can go redeem these dollar bills and really get some revenue, really get some resource backs, really get some what's worth something, your gold. Money used to be redeemable in gold. You can redeem this shit and really get something that means something, because that paper don't mean shit. But they burnt up all those receipts, and now it's just a federal note. But the Federal Reserve ain't got shit to do with the federal government, with the government. See how they go? And all the gold that we had in those down at Fort Knox, that military base, where those gold reserves are supposed to be holding the gold that bags up the U.S. currency, all that shit been gone. So yeah, keep telling your children rob you like Fort Knox, so they'll be interested in what the fuck Fort Knox is, and they'll know that they're working for nothing, bro. We need our inheritance. Ain't no motherfucker on this earth that suffer more than us. Some Africans went through some shit too now. But fuck that, we the holy land over here though. Y'all done came within the Garden of Eden as the serpent. And it fucked us around real bad, bro. That shit don't sit well with my soul, man. Iran and Iraq both was located in the, what is it, the Alkanite. So that's one of them sections. Iraq, Iran, where Iraq is. Mesopotamia, Europe. I told you why they went and took Iraq. They had to make it against the law for motherfuckers to stop trying to search and find motherfucking Matthew, Mark, John, Jacob, and anybody else in that book. Solomon. Solomon had all this shit and he ain't got a respect for tomb or grave or none of this shit. Y'all ain't preserved this nigga. Nigga has a 60-mile motherfucking carpet that can't be found nowhere. It's just a magic carpet ride. Nigga, we levitate stones, man. We building shit. All motherfucking mark on the earth, man. All mark all inside of your temples and everything. Corn all on your wall, all kind of shit. The feathers, all that shit. And we the Western Plateau, man. And we need to stand up as the Western Plateau. Meso, South, and North America need to stand the fuck up, unify on their bitch ass, and let them know this is our land, man. There was a little story about the little black boy that the queen had, and the motherfucker pointed over and said, yeah, my ancestors buried inside of there. She took him and raised as her own. Something like that, but he wouldn't raise his own cause. He'll never get no throne up in that bitch. He just was a pawn. Shit crazy, bro. China was the heart of the Young dynasty. See, they broke up into four different fractions. And they still the same motherfucking people though. They still the same motherfucking people though. That's the flag. So I tell the nigga, I said, so since they had the oldest flag, maybe it'd be safe to say they had the oldest military. Then you go to start talking about wars in Samaria and Egypt and all that shit. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I believe war started with these hoes. I don't believe it. See, now you gotta say true. The Hanamaru, that's that motherfucking flag with your God on it. That sun disk. Was used by samurai and on ships for centuries before 1870. See, the flag ain't become respected until 1870 as a national flag, but they been flying that motherfucker. These the pirates right here. The fuck you talking about? It's crazy. Let me go find some more screenshots, bro. Let me go find some more screenshots. Cause I want to show y'all they goddamn screens. When I was asking that bitch about the gravity shit. Not gravity, I was asking about acoustic. It's right along with him. I was asking about a space program. I wish I could slide them bitches. Now I gotta go in there like that. Like that. You gonna take me back to the top? Let me see. I was asking that motherfucker about. Alright, Brian, go get y'all. It's these two bitches right here, I think. It's these two bitches right here, I think. Acoustic levitation, high frequency sound waves suspended matter into midair against gravitational force. I said, my nigga, I don't worry about no damn gravity. I don't worry about no motherfucking gravity. Now I'm just gotta go back and find that same screenshot. I'm gonna let him show you the real definition. When I said, man, I don't use no gravity to tell me shit. Man, this shit hard to read though, y'all. That shit hard to read though, y'all. That shit hard to read. Damn, what? Man, I ain't go down that far. I just seen that shit. So I had to go back through my screenshots. But he came back and gave me the real definition, not using gravity. That proves gravity don't exist right there. How will he be able to do that? I think it's right here. Where did I ask that nigga that shit at? So I can't find. I try to put me a little mental note where I can go back to it. I try to make me a little mental note where I can go back to it. I don't see it, y'all. But he gave me the real definition, not using gravity in the equation. It made so much perfect sense. Because he used weight and buoyancy when he gave it. I'm gonna go get it. Before I delete these motherfucking screenshots, I'm gonna go get it. I don't know where that bitch. I got so much shit in this bitch. Got so much shit in this bitch, but it's time for me to go. I gotta see what Yelly talking about. You did. That type time. The truth don't need no help. Man, that shit ain't gonna bend, break a motherfucker fold. You dig what I'm talking about? This shit ain't gonna bend, break a motherfucking fold. Same people, y'all. The Mongol Empire. Huh? The same people, y'all. You dig what I'm telling you? The same people. It's animated world. But that gunpowder wasn't animated. That gunpowder wasn't animated. And that's how they got us, y'all. Truth don't need no help. Man, shit ain't gonna bend, break no motherfucking fold. I'll be back though. I'm just kind of overwhelmed right now. Now I know how these bitches got me. That's how these motherfucking lame ass. Then these motherfuckers over here in Japan ain't never goddamn 4 feet tall. And China got our motherfucking son on their flag. Took our gun, took our shit. And now they talking about they trade agricultural products. The fuck they had over there, not a goddamn thing. I said the truth don't need no help. It ain't gonna bend. Break a motherfucking fold. It did. This Melanation 3GD, my nigga. I'm just getting y'all the truth of who behind the scene that animated this world out and allowed the rest of their little babies and minions to animate this world out. AI, I knew. I'm at this bitch. Illuminati head boss nigga. Melanation 3GD for life. I said, bam.